Hello students, today we are going to study from the chapter crop production and management. In the previous video we studied about sowing the seed, applying fertilizer to the field, leveling the field and some parts of irrigation. In this video we will be mainly studying about the modern and traditional irrigation method, the weeding and the harvesting process. So, what is irrigation? Irrigation is a process of providing plant with water at a regular interval of time. As we all know, plants require 90% of water to grow. If there is no water, there are conditions in which the seed will get dry and it will not grow. So, for a seed to grow in a good condition, it requires water. So, what is irrigation? It's the process of supplying water to this crop or the seed at a regular interval of time. It depends upon the frequency depends upon the crop, the soil, as some crop require more amount of water, some require less. Some soil can hold more amount of water, so they require less water. So according to the soil, season and uh, crop, the irrigation process is being done. So where do we get water for this irrigation process? We get water from the wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. These are the places from which major part of the water for irrigation are being used. Now, as you all know, every farming method has a modern and as well as the traditional method. In the same way, irrigation also has a modern and a traditional method. So let's study about the traditional and the modern method in detail. So traditional are the olden methods that were used for irrigation. They the problem with this method was that they used more of labor, animals and all such things. They were cheaper, but they were not less efficient. They couldn't save water, they wasted water. So some of the traditional methods are canal irrigation, furrow irrigation, chain pump, moat or pulley system, Dekli, Rahat. These are some of the traditional methods. We will be studying in detail about each of these methods. They are cheaper, but they waste most of the water. Now let's study about the modern method. The modern methods are mainly, it has the sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation. Sprinkler irrigation means in the field a sprinkler is been fitted and water is sprinkled in all directions. So in this way, less amount of water is wasted. And in drip irrigation, a pipe is being laid throughout the field, and water is dripped slowly to the root of the plant. This also helps in reducing the wastage of water. Now, as you can see, the sprinkler system, there are small pipes that have been fitted and which sprinkle water at a regular interval of time. So the water is being allowed to pass through this pipe, which under pressure sprinkles water through the whole field. Now, what is a drip irrigation method? In which a pipe is being laid through the whole field, and at the regular point there are holes are being made in the pipe. So the water start dripping when water is pushed through the pipe. The water start dripping at the place from where the hole has been made. So let's see how this process are being carried in field. The first traditional method is the Rahat method, in which a wheel is being attached by other wheel, and this water is used to collect water from deeper wells. So what does it do? As you can see, there are small buckets. So as the wheel moves, the bucket goes inside the well, takes water, comes back and it empties the water here in this canal. This process is being carried out. So how does this wheel move? This wheel move because there is another wheel that is attached to it, which is run by the ox. As the ox move in a circular motion, that wheel moves, because of which the connection is made in such a way that because of which this wheel also move, and in this way this Rahat method takes place. Let's see how does it take place. So as you can see, the bull is moving in a clockwise direction. As the bulls are moving, the buckets are going down and it is collecting water. So the well is really deep. So it is collecting water and it is depositing water into the canal. Now you can see the bulls moving in a circular motion, because of which this is be possible. So you can see the wheel over there also. So this is the Rahat method. This is the other traditional method. This is known as the Dekli method. In this, as you can see, there is a boat-like structure that is connected to a big branch. So this boat-like structure is made to dip in water and it is made to fill, the water is made to fill in it. As soon as the water is filled, the stone from the other side pushes the branch down. So as the branch moves down, the boat becomes upright from the other side and the water flows down. Let's observe how it is done. So the water is collected, yes, and because of the weight the stone goes down, and because of which you get to take the water from one side to other. This is known as the Dekli method. This is the most traditional method that has been used. Now, as we have studied two of the traditional methods, let's study two of the modern methods that have been used. One among them is the sprinkler system. The sprinkler system is the system that you see nowadays. You can see sprinklers in your gardens, in the field, every place now it's mostly used. So how is the sprinkler system? The sprinkler system, there is a lateral pipe which has a nostril through which the water is being pumped. The water is being pumped through these nostrils and it is sprinkled throughout the field. This method of sprinkling water throughout the field, in this way you save a large amount of water. So this water is sprinkled throughout the field. This method is known as sprinkler irrigation. Let's see how does it happen. So as you can see, sprinkles water is sprinkled throughout the field. So each and every crop gets ample amount of water that is it requires, and no amount of water is wasted. The next modern type of irrigation is known as drip irrigation. As you can see, a long pipe is there, in between of which a small hole is made. You can see it here, right? So through the small hole only drops of water are coming out. So in this drip irrigation system, a long pipes are being introduced towards the whole farm, and small holes are being made in the pipe. So as the water passes through it, only little amount of water is coming out through this hole. So because of which a large amount of water is being saved, and these holes are mainly present on the roots of the plant and the water goes directly to the roots of plant. So this is one of the modern technique of drip irrigation, or this is one of the modern technique of irrigation. So till now we studied about the irrigation, the modern and the traditional method of irrigation. Now the next is the weeding or the protection from weed. So what is a weed? It's an undesirable plant that grows with our plant, with the crop, and it takes all the nutrients that the crop requires. So they need to be removed. If they are not removed, the crop will not get the ample amount of nutrition that it's required. Now, how do we remove this? There are two methods by which we remove this. One is the manual method. The manual method is by using equipments like harrow, troll, hoe, using equipments and by manually or by hands removing the weeds. This process is known as manual weeding, and in this there can be accidental removal of the desired crop. So it should be done with great care. Now the next method is using weedicide. So what is a weedicide? It is a chemical that destroys the weed. So these are being poured into the plants, which removes the unwanted weeds that are present in the plants. Now the next and the last method is the harvesting. The harvesting means the cutting of crop. After the crop is being matured, the crop is being cut. It is done manually by using a sickle-like instrument, or it is pulled out after 3 to 4 months, or you use machineries like this for harvesting. So the harvesting, after harvesting, what you do? After harvesting, after removing the crop, you go through the process of threshing. We have studied about this in our 7th standard. Threshing is separating the chaff and the seed from the chaff. So by beating on the rock, the seed is being separated from the chaff. This process is known as threshing. After threshing, we do winnowing, the separation of grain from the chaff. Winnowing means, what do you do? At a certain height you stand and allow the air to pass through the seed. So because of which the lighter particles blow away and the heavier seed fall down. In this way you collect the good seed from, you separate the good seed from the chaff, the covering and all this thing. So in this way we obtain the seed from the crop. After harvesting, we separate it from the crop and by the process of threshing, and after that we do it by the process of winnowing. Now let's see how this threshing and winnowing process is going to happen. Let's see how wheat is threshed by hand. So the wheat or the crop is being taken into a bag and it is beaten nicely. Here it is beaten nicely so that the seeds get separated from the crop and you get only what you require, only the seeds. The rest is removed from the seed. So when it is beaten, there are chances that the skin of the seed remains with them. So the process by which the seed is being separated from the other part of the crop by beating or by using any other method by which the seed is separated from its crop, it's known as threshing. Now let's see what is winnowing. So this is beaten properly and it is collected. Then as you see here, the collected part is brought in front of a fan where the lighter particles like the seed skin and some particles or some impurities that remain are carried away by the wind and the heavier particles settle down. So, as you can see, the seed is settled down and you get the seed at last. Now, after the seeds are harvested, they are stored, and they are stored for a larger period so that it can be used by the people for longer time. They use various methods to avoid spoilage of the grains. It's necessary to ensure that the grains can be used for a longer period of time. So for that reason, the storage is made free of moisture. If there is moisture, there are chances of the grain to get damaged. So here we studied overall how a seed is being harvested or how its a crop is being produced.